Dear hoit everybody, and welcome, my fellow uncouth Americans. I am Shannon Nestor, the Shining Star. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, you lazy bastards. I'll even give you a second. Your second's up. On with the show, darlings. December 1979, the Soviet Union at this point was led by Leonid Brezhnev. I think I'm saying that right. He invaded or intervened in Afghanistan, depending on your viewpoint. Soviets often intervened when there were threats to socialist countries of the era. In other words, the Soviets were not happy with the split government of communists versus the anti-communist guerrillas, all in Afghanistan at the time. And they even tried to use the Soviet-Afghan Treaty of 1978, the year prior, as leverage. The democratic peoples or civilians that did not agree with the Soviets nor the communists sought asylum in many countries, but the two main ones that came up in the research was Pakistan and Iran. During all of this, in America, we had the presidents Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, George H.W. Bush Sr. Now, throughout these dates that I am implying, all the countries that were involved for this Afghan trade-off, it even had a number of circulating trades with weapons, treaties, and oil rights. In 1988, Pakistan, Afghanistan, the U.S., and the Soviet Union signed an agreement to withdraw Soviet troops, as well as lending aid and protection from the United States of any further grievances. You know, keeping peace in the Middle East, in a way. Come 1999, the Taliban and Al-Qaeda rose, killing the former leader Mossad, the Lion of Panjshir, assuring the protection of the Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden, whom believed it was his duty, I said duty, to protect the ways of the Muslims, in particular, protect the only Islamic country in the Muslim world. Islam meaning submission in English. Muslims believing one must fully submit, extreme, by the way. Extreme Muslims believing one must fully submit not just to their God, but to man, as in male misogyny man. Islamic in general is the spiritual act of submission to one's God, or to their God in particular. In turn, those extreme beliefs reached many people, including men and women, young adults, and children, to be brainwashed into violent feelings towards America and modern Western society in general. That's where you get the bombs strapped to them as they go running into a building, yelling, "Admiral Akbar!" Yes, I took a Family Guy joke. Sorry. I like Family Guy. Now, with the weight of religious conviction, political stance, and oil rights, a most sinister plan was made. The early morning of September 11th, 2001, 19 Muslim terrorists hijacked 4 airplanes, crashing into the 2 towers, the World Trade Center of New York, the Pentagon in Washington, Virginia, and Shanksville, Pennsylvania, leading us to Flight 93, the only plane that did not crash into its designated target, thanks to the 40 people that overtook the terrorists and rerouted the crash from hitting the nation's capital in Washington, D.C. December 18th, 2001, only a few months later, Congress declared September 11th Federal Patriots Day. State Patriots Day is in Massachusetts. Unfortunately, there's an odd holiday confusion there. But for Patriots Day, 9/11 is now an annual national holiday of service and remembrance. Of which, let us raise a toast to the lost souls of 9/11 and to freedom. Snan.